3rd and 3. 4-man rush. Love moves around, floats one to Musgrave, the tight end, who's got a first down. Nice work from Jordan Love. Here's Aaron Jones dancing up the middle on another really good run by Jones. He's near a first down. Here's a little flip. Jones has a seam. Aaron Jones with a big run and a first down. And he's down to the 30. 3rd and 6. Love floats one deep, a trip to Dobbs, and there's a penalty on the play. Dobbs, the intended receiver. Ambry Thomas had coverage.
Pass interference. Defense number 20. Ball's placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
3rd and 8. Love firing end zone, knocked away, and it's incomplete. Charvarius Ward with the big play. And out comes the field goal team.
Charvarius Ward times it perfectly hand-to-hand and forces the field goal try.
Now it's Anders Carlson, who's got this one from 29 yards. So the Packers down the field they go, have to settle for a field goal, but they grab the early lead against the 49ers. Four-man rush. Purdy looking, now in trouble, running away into a sack. And the Packers swarm him with Preston Smith and Kenny Clark.
Jordan Love going up to check at the line to try to get into a better run option.
There's Love, pressure coming, floats one near side, man wide open, it's Dobbs! Dobbs racing down the sideline! And Romeo Dobbs with a big one.
You see, they bring Oren Burks, they bring a third linebacker and play base defense.
Pressure on Love, gets rid of it to Wilson. He's got room. Emmanuel Wilson gets a block up near a first down, and he should have it. Here's Aaron Jones again, right side. It's another couple good blocks. Jones stays on his feet inside the 15 and right around another first down. Love gives to Jones up the middle, and he is a little short.
Go fast. Looks like quarterback sneak.
That's what they're going to do. Love up the middle. Boy, is it close.
I mean, based on the official at the top of the screen, he looked like he was short of that first down.
Big hit by Drake Greenlaw. Deebo Samuel's back in the game. Here's Purdy on a rollout. Gets George Kittle involved and makes a catch. And Kittle up near first. See some pressure on Purdy early on in this one. Play clock winding down. Get the play off. Back to throw. Gets hit again. And this one is caught into Green Bay territory. Jawan Jennings has his first reception today. Purdy looking near side. There's Ayuk who makes his first catch and the crowd reacts.
Come playoff time, I'm not letting defenses dictate my play call from their coverage look.
3rd down. Blitz is coming. Purdy has it blocked. Floating one downfield for Kittle. He's got it! Touchdown, San Francisco!
Is exactly what George Kittle needed to separate. It's man coverage. He wins early against Darnell Savage.
Love has it blocked up. Floats one up top. Jaden Reed wide open. Makes the catch and cuts it up out midfield.
Key here for Love is you just don't want to be knocked out of field goal range. You can't take a sack.
Pressure up the middle. Love steps away, looking, throwing. Oh, and he's got a completion to Dobbs. What a throw from Jordan Love. Pressure, Love, back foot throw to the end zone, incomplete. Low snap. It is down, it is up and good. 4-man rush. Purdy, quick throw over the middle. It's caught by Jennings, who makes his second catch. Good move, up for a first down. Jawan Jennings with a catch and run and picks up the first and 12 more yards. This is second go-around, so he's a playoff veteran right now. As they look at the numbers, 2 minutes to go in this half. Underneath McCaffrey now. He's got a first down. Chug it up near midfield before Walker brings him down.
And now that next pass gives you a chance for an end zone shot, and then you can settle for 3.
Purdy to throw it. Has time. Over the middle, McCaffrey now makes the catch, makes the move down to the 30, and now well within field goal range. Here's Purdy. Looking far side, throwing deep. There's nobody there. Ayuk was the closest, but that nowhere near him. Up comes fourth down, and that'll mean a field goal try.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That Shanahan tree, it continues to grow.
Here's Moody. Field goal kick is tipped, and it's blocked, and it's no good. Colby Wooden got his hands on it, and it keeps it a 1-point game. Four-man rush. Purdy, now it's 5. Purdy over the middle. Ayuk, and it's too far in front. It's incomplete, and the Packers get a stop to start this third quarter. Down by 1, their first possession of the second half. With Aaron Jones in the backfield, and here is Love. Pressure coming from Young. Gets rid of it. Kraft has the catch up across the 30. Now Love gets under center, and the shove forward. That time he's got it. Remember, he got stopped on a 4th and 1 on that play. It's Love. Couple fakes. Going wide open in the end zone. It is. Melted as he gets the feet down. He is. Touchdown.
Let's take a look here. Does Melton keep his feet in? All right, he's got the ball. I think that's a touchdown. Great throw, great play design. Melton sells like he's going to go out and block. Look, another 49er defender on the ground.
Purdy, pressure coming, stands in, delivers. It's Kittle. He's got a first down. George Kittle breaks the tackle into Packers territory. Shoulder down and across the 40. They needed a big play, and George Kittle gave it to him.
Stay there, stay there, stay there.
Play clock's winding down.
Run, cut.
They get it off. McCaffrey, right side, big seam, cut, 30. McCaffrey! Touchdown, San Francisco!
But they are an explosive run team. You see Savage, he comes down, he's unblocked. McCaffrey makes one-man miss.
And a couple big plays on that drive. Kittle had one on third. McCaffrey finished it off. And now the kick return from Nixon. Nixon has speed, gets to the edge. Keyshawn Nixon. Foot race. Cuts back. Nixon. Fumble the football. And Green Bay, I think, recovered. Now it's Love on second down. Pressure up the middle. Sees it, throws it over the middle. And he's got a completion down to the 5. It's Dobbs, and it's 1st and goal. Now it's Love on second down. Pressure up the middle. Sees it, throws it over the middle. And he's got a completion down to the 5. It's Dobbs, and it's 1st and goal. It's Love. Far side, throws complete. Caught for the touchdown. Tucker, Kraft, and the pack back in front.
Green Bay is going to go for 2. But watch the job here by Wicks playing little interference. Remember, that contact is allowed to happen at the line of scrimmage. So if they make contact with a defender, that is not PI.
Love, Aaron Jones is wide open. He hauls it in, and the 2-point conversion is good. And the Packers are up by 7. 3rd and 5. Purdy lets it rip. Jennings is high, and it's incomplete. That could have been picked by Nixon, who just had the big kick return. Jordan Love has 2 touchdowns, his last 3 completions, by the way. This one much shorter to Christian Watson, who makes his first catch, makes a move, and then gets upended, but Watson has a first down. 3rd down. Love, the time again. Hard throw, and it's picked off. Dre Greenlaw has it. Cutting back. Greenlaw still on his feet. And now is taken down, and there's the big play the Niners get on defense.
4th and short. You got to think this is 4-down territory.
Blitz is coming. Purdy has it picked up. Throws. Ayuk, good catch on a low throw, and he's got a first down. Man, that was something else. Ayuk went down to get it. He had that ankle injury. It looks like he's ready to come back in, but he's got to sit out unless they call a timeout. And they're certainly not going to do that here. Corey Ballantyne is in for him. 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Pressure up the gut. Purdy in trouble. Purdy is dropped. But we start with this, a 52-yard field goal try from the rookie Jake Moody, who had one blocked earlier. Snap is down, kick is up, and Moody has got it. The biggie for Moody, and the 49ers creep a little closer.
See Jordan Love going up to the line. He's checking into a better look against this front. They're going to bail out.
They got the play, four-man rush. Love moving around, floats it, and that was nearly intercepted.
I just think these two teams have been pretty even today and playing both pretty similar.
Here's McCaffrey, big burst up the middle. He's got a first down. Christian McCaffrey up to the 39, and he's got 10 yards. Purdy has time. Can't find anyone. Stands in, floats one high, and it's caught. Oh, what a big play, and Juwan Jennings goes up to get it. It's a first down and a 21-yard gain.
What do you do when you're on the ropes, the game of the year, and you got to bring your team from behind? That's why the best guys get paid what they do.
Third and long, pressure coming. Purdy senses, throws, has a man deep. McLeod can't come back to it. It's incomplete, and it's 4th and 10. That's a wild shot, by the way, by our crew. Here is Aaron Jones. It's a good spring block. Jones in open territory. Aaron Jones has a chance. Midfield. Aaron Jones inside the 40. Wilson will get it. Wilson looking for a little hole. Gets to the outside. Leaps over a defender. And Ward, that's a great run.
See Love, he sees these two linebackers, Greenlaw and Warner. They could come or they could bail out.
They come on the blitz. Love, back throw, incomplete. Threw it off his back foot. Wicks the intended receiver. Here's Anders Carlson, 41-yard try for him. Carlson, no! Wide left, and a big miss for the young kick. 6:18 to go, and here comes the offense again. Now they've struggled of late, trying to get it going. Purdy now, near side. There's a completion to Jennings again. And Juwan Jennings has a catch. Third down. Pressure coming. Purdy over the middle. Did he hang on? Ayuk? No. Well, they say he did catch it. It's a catch.
Comes up with a huge conversion.
That's a big catch. Here's Purdy. Standing, loading up. Has a man, and it's caught. Chris Conley. His first catch of the day. Hit the 3-minute mark. Has time. Coming backside to Kittle. Makes the catch. Breaks the tackle. Kittle works his way inside the 20. He's got 8 more.
He's got his entire playbook at his disposal.
Purdy in some trouble. Got room to run if he wants it. He's going to take it. Purdy inside the 10 and diving near the 6. They're going to put him down at the 5 and right near a first down. McCaffrey. McCaffrey scores! 49ers in front.
Nice job here from McCaffrey, but watch the hole. You can kind of see it pre-snap. Great job. I mean, that's exactly where the hole was before they even snapped the ball by the alignment of the front of Green Bay, and McCaffrey gets that sort of look. Nice job there by the center, Jake Brendel, and they're rolling right now.
Love fires, and he's got a completion to Dobbs on the far side, and he's going to be about 1.5 yards short of a first down, so it's a good start to the drive.
Jordan Love's he's got a chance here to match.
Realistically, need at least 25 yards. Love, pressure up the middle, runs away, throws across his body, and that is picked. 49ers have it. Greenlaw still up. He needs to get down. Greenlaw still on his feet.
He's got to go down.
Just go down and the game's over. San Francisco takes over. And they were 0-30, trailing by 5+ getting into the fourth quarter. They're about to change that graphic right now.
Brock Purdy. Wasn't a perfect day. Very rarely on this level is it, but you need to play quarterback at a high level when it matters.